All right. Jurrien Timber completes first team training at the Sub-Harrier Training Center. What a boost for him to obviously appear in the final that Arsenal is going to be playing at All in Budapest. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. Third video of the day coming in through thick and fast in here for you. And I'm here to let you know that we're here to do a marathon for you that you guys will all enjoy. And it's really very important to note that nothing is going to stop us from obviously presenting to you stories that you guys want to hear, because after Jurrien Timber, we are going to be talking about Kasper Schmeichel retiring from the game of football and Martin Odegaard request that he made to Mikel Arteta in there for you before the Premier League season came to an end. So we are here to obviously present to you these stories, and you guys will love them because it's indeed what it's supposed to be done and dusted in here for you. So let's go, eyes. First and foremost, 100 likes on this video. Secondly, don't forget to subscribe if you're watching us for the very first time. And after subscribing, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this beautiful channel in here for you. So let's go, eyes, right? Let's go, eyes, let's go, eyes, let's go, eyes, let's go, eyes in here for you and see how things are really going to be panning out. Now, the fly on the wall of Arsenal, you know him very well. Each and every time I talk about him, Hand of Ozil. Sorry, at first he called himself Hand of Ozil. He rebranded to Hand of Arsenal, right? He has told us that Jurrien Timber completed first team training today. Finally, the Dutch will fly tomorrow with the rest of the squad to Budapest. Final call to be made tomorrow on match day squad inclusion. Now, first full training, Jurrien Timber has taken part into that. Now, if you know what it means taking part into the first team training, especially at Arsenal, because I'm obviously going to be relating it to any other side. I'm obviously going to be relating it to Arsenal because it's Arsenal that have been following up for a very long period of time when it comes to this. You know, for United, I know how things work, and for the side of Arsenal, I know how it works. Now, I'm gonna give you a reference of Mikel Merino. Now, the manager told us, I think last Thursday, that Mikel Merino was gonna be taking part into the training session of Arsenal, and they will see whether he'll be part of the squad. And indeed, he got part of the squad. That means at Arsenal, the moment they get you into the first team training session, you know, and you complete it, you thereby qualify to play into the next match. And for Jurrien Timber, it has got ahead to come in early because it has gone ahead to happen today. That is on Wednesday, and they have Thursday and Friday. So those 2 days coming before the final of the Champions League in Budapest will help a team known as Arsenal to obviously weigh in on whether they have the best of Jurrien Timber to start in there for you or not. They can even have him on the bench, but all I know is that this is one of the games where Mikel Arteta will want to obviously see to it that he puts out a very huge shift to see to it that his players that are really meant to be in the first team obviously get in. And Timber completing this session is really a boost to the club of Arsenal and all those that have gone ahead to obviously watch in all time, because it's not something that will list happen. You know, it is happening. And they might even have seen him really, Arsenal might have been hiding this player when he was training. That is also possible. You understand? Because if Timber hasn't been that fit, then they would have gone ahead to obviously watch him keenly when he was training today. But obviously, he went ahead to get through the drills, the ball passing, shooting techniques, and obviously the formation, set pieces, and so on and so forth. And why is Jurrien Timber very much important? This guy in big games, he turns out to really raise up onto the occasion. I tell you, Jurrien Timber raises up to the occasion every time he's really called upon to do the needful, I tell you. And he is a player that you won't really downplay his efforts. That is it. He's a player who loves his job, and if you know how hard it is to go past him, then you need him in there for you, especially when he's obviously going to be playing against one of the best left forwards in the world. To me, is the best player in the world. That is Givisha Kvaratskhelia. And all these indicate us that Arsenal is going to be having a fully fit squad, because the only player they have who had not obviously been confirmed that is going to be part of the party in Budapest was Jurrien Timber. So Thursday, tomorrow, they are going to be in Budapest. I think it's going to be an open training session where media will be allowed to come in through. Arsenal is going to be having a fully fit squad, and the same applies to a team known as PSG. I told you, PSG yesterday, Achraf Hakimi and Ousmane Dembele returned and trained really very well for this finale. So even Arsenal, their one man who was really sick, is back in the first team training. He has completed it, fully fit, no setbacks, no knocks, no niggles, and is really fit. And when the Dutch national team went ahead to hear that he has gone ahead to obviously do the needful and obviously complete this, guess what happened? They there and then included him into what we call the World Cup squad. That is it for the Netherlands. And here it reads. But before I read this, I want to let you know that the club of Arsenal, the Dutch national team manager, that is Koeman, went ahead and obviously told us like a week back that Timber is back. And he's working hard to obviously be into the Champions League final. That's why the manager told us. Now, the Netherlands squad has been released, and here it is. Goalkeepers: Mark Flecken, Robin Roffets, Bart Verbruggen. Defenders: Nathan Ake, Virgil van Dijk, Denzel Dumfries, Jarell Hato, Jan-Paul van Heek, Mickey van der Ven, and Jurrien Timber. You understand? And they have 7 defenders that they've gone ahead to go in for. Now, Jurrien Timber has been included. That means he has been communicating with the physio side of Arsenal, and they're 100% sure that he is obviously going to be available. Midfielders, we do have Frankie de Jong, Ryan Gravenberch, Kope Miniaz, Tijan Reinders, Martin de Roon, Gus Steele, Quinten Timber, Mats Wafer. That is it. Then attackers: Bran Broby, Memphis Depay, Cody Gakpo, Justin Kluivert, Noah Lang, Daniel Malen, Somerville, and Weghorst. That is the squad of Netherlands, and the inclusion of Timber has been really very important in this. And by the way, I had to do this story early on to obviously let you know that Timber has been included into the squad of the World Cup for Netherlands, which speaks volumes onto what we obviously want to hear. So obviously that is Timber for you, and he's in the squad of Netherlands, and that is a very huge boost as far as all this is really concerned. So Timber, after completing his first team training session today, obviously he has been included into the Dutch World Cup team, meaning that he's expected to take part in the final on Saturday. From Jurrien Timber, let's obviously lie deep into what we call Kasper Schmeichel. And we've been told that Kasper Schmeichel has announced his retirement from football due to a shoulder injury. 39-year-old has made 937 appearances, including 120 caps for Denmark, and won the 2015-2016 Premier League with Leicester. And while speaking to TV2, he said, "I've considered several different surgeons and experts regarding my shoulder, and they have said that I should not expect to be able to return to elite football. I've thought a lot but I think it's the right time to retire. So he has retired, but he has been a very good goalkeeper. That is it, I tell you. And at a certain point, when he left Man City, I was like, why doesn't Ferguson bring him in to replace to replace his father? That is it. Because to replace Edwin van der Sar, not his father. But remember, his father was at Man United and really put out a very huge shift in there for you. So as it stands, the side of Denmark will obviously miss out on their legendary goalkeeper, but this paves way for a new goalkeeper to come in through and obviously take over from where he has obviously going to hate to stop at. But it's always good for people to retire. Clocking to 39, why would he not leave the game of football in there for you? And we wish you the best, and we thank you for the minutes you've gone ahead to give us. We've enjoyed your stay in the game, and it has been really very magnificent, and the performances you've gone ahead to put out will never be forgotten, I tell you. Mr. Peter Schmeichel. Kasper Schmeichel is the son to Peter Schmeichel, a legendary goalkeeper at Man United, who was part of the treble winning team, and the son also went ahead to win the Premier League with Leicester City. That is it. So from there, let's go to Ryan Taylor Sport. He has a very big update about the night that Arsenal were confirmed champions of the league. He said, Martin Odegaard asked Mikel Arteta for a screening of Man City versus Bournemouth. The boss approved, but as the match began, he chose to drive home due to anxiety. He was accompanied by Gabriel Heinze and another member of staff who he hosted for a barbecue in there for you. So, everyone asked. Arsenal players were converging at a certain place at the Sobha Reality Training Center in there. And do you know the synopsis of all that? It was engineered by the captain, that is Martin Odegaard, talked to the gaffer and told him that, please, can these players have a conversion here at the Sobha Reality Training Center as we watch the game of Man City and Bournemouth, because they knew to it that this was one of the games where it's gonna happen. All the dreams were gonna be put to pass. So it happened that way, and guess what? The side of Arsenal went ahead to obviously win the trophy that night, and indeed it happened. Now, in the protocol, not every player talks to the manager. That is it. If a player wants to talk to the manager, he has to pass through the captain. That is it, Martin Odegaard. And Martin Odegaard has a direct pass to go to the office of the manager, right? And he obviously addresses his issues. And then Odegaard will get those issues and obviously take them to the manager in there for you. So guys, thank you very much for watching in through. Rokani David is my name. I call upon for your reactions in the comment section below. Timber completes first Arsenal team training today ahead of the Champions League finale. Do you think he'll be past fit and he's traveling with the club to what we call Budapest, right? From there, tell me your thoughts about Kasper Schmeichel retiring from football in there for you because of the shoulder injury, meaning that he felt like he wanted to go further. The soul wanted, but the body couldn't obviously manage that. And then, what do you make about Odegaard's move for players to obviously watch the game at the Sobha Reality Training Center? Good night to those going to bed, but I want to promise you that more videos will be loading and we'll be dropping more and more and more of these in here very, very soon. I'm out. Bye-bye, and I love you all. Continue to subscribe.